So how are you doing today? We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, what I see in the charts, very simple technical analysis. We're going to be talking about that. We'll be talking about altcoins. We'll have a look at some altcoins. We're going to be talking about an announcement that I have for you guys that no one really knows. We're going to be doing some funny TA on, I don't know, some crap coins, and we're generally going to have fun answering your questions. So if you are watching, where are you watching from? Tell me where you're watching from. Let me know where you're from. I would really love to know. So for this show, I was ready to drink some frappe, but I drank it all in like 5 minutes. This is extremely weird coffee. We make it in Greece. There's really no coffee in there anymore. But what we do is we take sugar, we take coffee, we mix it up, and we drink it raw. So if you're from Greece, if you've ever been in Greece, then you know what frappe is. It tastes great. Tastes great, but it's gone now. It's over. Because I cannot sip on coffee. And I know people do this a lot. People like sip on coffee and they sip on it for hours. I can't. For me, it's gone like a shot, like I'm in a club or something. It's just vanished, right? I see. In the meantime, I see Saifullah Khan watching from India. What's up, India, my man? And I also see Samer Wishaya from England, London. That's where I was born, by the way, just in case you all are wondering. Okay, so let's get started. Let's talk about what's going on with Bitcoin right now. Let's have a look here, because it is quite interesting. So right on this candle here where people were panicking, I actually said don't sell. All right, Bitcoin's going to be going up, and there you have it. We're going back up again, and we're going to retest this 30K level. Now, if you guys watched my interview with Gareth Soloway the other day, I actually said, and he agreed, the more you hit that 30K level, the weaker it gets, and I do think we're going to break that level again, and I think we're going to close and stay above it this time. Of course, Gareth has other views, but hey, we made a bet in the past. We have our different views. We respect each other. Of course, I won that bet, but basically, we're both doing okay because we both work on different trading systems now or methods. Now, I think we're going to break this. I really do think we're going to break this, and I think we're going to break this 31K or so. And once we do, and we confirm above it, I do see an alt season coming soon. Everybody was calling it earlier. I said it was going to be late, or it was going to be a mini alt season. I think we're going to see, at the very least, a mini alt season pretty soon. Now, granted, I said this a couple of weeks ago, but that's still in the realms of soon, so to speak, right? So that's what I'm saying. By the way, I had a late night last night, just so you guys know. I had a party. It was my girlfriend's birthday. So she turned 30, and she had a birthday party at the house. So I had to wear this thing all night. So I don't know. I don't know if I should rock it to the top here. I'm bald, so it's really hard. So I don't know if I should rock it at the top. I don't know if I should rock it to the side like this, right? So I can look a little, so I can have my swag going. But I'm gonna take it off now. It's just annoying because when you don't have hair, this thing just cuts in your head, and then you have like a round discus shape on your head over there. So we had this late night. We had some alcohol. We had some drinks. Had a lot of fun, but I got really tired. Plus, I had a video shoot yesterday. And when I say video shoot, I mean I'm doing a new experiment on my channel. And I went out to the streets and interviewed people. So that should be fun to watch. Should be ready in a few days, maybe a week. You'll actually watch it. Don't know if you care, actually. I'm just babbling here. Let's see who's in the chat. Hello from Malta. What's up, Malta? Malta, I hear it's a great country, man. Saifullah says, I want a price prediction of Filecoin and Metacoin. Look, it's too early to give a price prediction. You can give a prediction anytime. I only give predictions on coins where I know where the levels are at. When it comes to Matic, I don't think it's had its run yet. So when it breaks all-time high, we don't know where it can go. It can 5x, it can 10x, it can 8x. We do not know. Filecoin, I haven't really looked into it extensively. So I can't really give you a price prediction. The only thing I can give you for Matic is up, and it's like one of my largest holdings, by the way. I see Ahmed, my man Ahmed Yusuf. What's up, brother? What's up, man? Virginia, US. I see Sham, my man, monthly candle looks bearish, Paul. No, I wouldn't say so. Look, the Bitcoin charts look bullish. I don't know what everyone's talking about. They look bullish. They just do. I don't understand why people are calling bearish all this time. I mean, ever since before the lows, I called the low last year. And I said that we're going to start going up in September or a little bit after that. And then the low's going to be in and people are going to see this in hindsight in the beginning of 2023. And this is what happened. Now people are starting to become slowly bullish and everything and saying the bottom is in. And people are still not believing it. That's a great sign, by the way. Because you need that in order to be able to go up. You can't have everybody being bullish, then it would go down, right? I'm a bit of a contrarian. When it comes to my trading, one thing I measure against is the antithesis of whatever everybody else says, right? So for me, this is a good sign. Most people are still bearish, okay? I'm bullish, and I think we're going up, and I can see us going up. So let's see what happens. Can you please speak about leverage trading, just the basics? Sure, Samir, I will tell you about, let's do that, right? Then we'll look at some altcoins, okay? We'll do that, okay? But just the basics. Leverage trading is basically what? It's like borrowing money you don't have. So let's say you go to Binance or any other crypto exchange, right? And you want to leverage trade. Let's say if you have $1,000, you can literally 10x that, 50x that, 100x that, depending on the platform. And it allows you to make a larger bets with borrowed money, okay? This is great in the sense that, okay, you take leverage, and you can make more money faster, okay? The bad thing is that just like if it goes to the upside and you can make money faster, if it goes a little bit in the bottom side, you can lose money faster. So, and basically, and if you don't have that money to back it up because you took leverage, it just takes all your position. And that's what a margin call it is. You get liquidated. So it's extremely dangerous. And when you lose your position, you lose everything. You're not left with the underlying asset. Like if you buy spot, if you buy Bitcoin, if you buy cryptocurrencies, at the very least you'll be left with bags. No bags in this. There's no bags. You just lose your shit, right? So basically, if you don't know what you're doing with leverage trading, well, let me show you. Let me show you some graphic technical analysis, okay? This is a coin, all right? This is you leverage trading. That's what happens if you don't know what you're doing, okay? So for me, I just happened to have a balloon. As I said, we had a birthday party. There's balloons all over the house. So basically, you don't want to leverage trade if you don't know what you're doing. First, master trading, getting in and out, using stop losses, safety, risk-reward analysis, and so on. Then you can start leverage trading. Now, I'll give you another secret, and I talked about this in my latest video that I actually released on my channel. Most people on YouTube and in crypto don't know how to trade. They don't know technical analysis. They don't. Like believe me, I used to teach technical analysis for the Forex industry. I used to work for Profit Point, for Teletrade. I used to actually teach technical analysis. Most people don't know what they're doing. They fast track their learning. They do every single indicator in the book, which means if you know every single indicator in the book, you're a master of none, okay? And basically there's diagonals and all over the place. They don't know what they're talking about. So if you're going to trade, if you're going to learn technical analysis, I'll give you some good news and bad news, okay? You want to use basic technical analysis. Don't do advanced technical analysis because you don't know it. You just don't, all right? Anything in between, basic and advanced, is complete crap, which means what? You either use basic technical analysis or you learn technical analysis, but it'll take you about 5 years to master, and even then you're not going to master it, okay? So trying to do technical analysis or advanced like everyone's doing is complete crap. Now, traditional people that do technical analysis, they actually know technical analysis. The problem is crypto is different, and they haven't figured it out yet. And that's why a lot of times they get shit wrong, okay? So, because they do technical analysis, but they take, how can I put this? They take normal rules into it, but it doesn't work that way. There's a difference. There is truly a difference. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about, okay? So basically, you want to do basic TA, learn it well, Very well, though. Like Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man that practices 10,000 kicks or knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man that does one kick 10,000 times. Okay? That's what you learn, and then you can do your TA. And that works in crypto. That really does work in crypto. Now, if you want to know how I trade, or if you want to work one-on-one with me, know what I'm doing, or want to know what kind of portfolio I have, or if you have any questions and you want to actually sit down with me one-on-one, up to now I was saying no. For the last few years, I've been saying no, I only work with companies, I don't work with individuals. Right now, you can. Right now, you can. There's a link underneath this video, but also, if you want, you can go to my website here, right? And right here it says hire me, right? This is cryptofactor.net. You can go to hire me, just click that, and you'll see I actually have a one-on-one coaching available here that you can click and it'll take you here, right? Or you can go to cryptomarketingcoach.com and go one-on-one with me. Now, I never had it available before because I didn't have the time, because I work with companies, right? I work with companies, they pay a lot more. But I opened it up. Why did I open it up? Okay, it's very simple. I had cancer. I couldn't work for the last year, and I don't really want to work anymore. I don't want to work in high-stress environments. Being a C-level in companies and stuff, like I used to be, is very stressful. So I decided to give it a try and open it up for people to hire me one-on-one. Maybe if it's just to meet me. I don't know. It depends what you want to do, right? But you can actually do that right now, but I don't know how long it's going to be available for. I don't know, because I have to start working again. My energy is coming up. I need to start working again, and it all depends how this goes. And if I do keep it available, I'm going to have to put the prices up at some point for it to make sense, because I don't want to work that much. You know, I almost died for the third time from cancer. I've been through a lot. I want to, spend some time with my girlfriend. I want to play with my puppy. I want to go on vacations. I want to do things. So it's available. Some of you might want to do that. Great, awesome. We'll have some great time. I'll answer all your questions. I'll show you what I do. If not, that's okay. I don't mind. It's on you. It's available for now. Don't know for how long. But yes. Anyway, let's go and see more of your questions. By the way, let me show you what's going on with the altcoin markets here. Give me a second. So alts, if you look at them right now, a lot of them are starting to pump, right? This is the top 100 on the daily, and we see some pretty good gains with some of these bubbles here, right? Now, if we go to the top 200 here, we'll see, look at this. What is this? AI Doge. Okay, this is a new one right here. That's why, but Pepe, I actually told you to buy Pepe. How many times did I tell you to buy Pepe? And everyone's like, no, it's headed to run. I'm like, yo, get into Pepe. No one ever listens. Well, now you could be taking profits. Well, here we have Pepe Coin and we have AI Doge, and we can clearly see the narrative of meme coins pumping, right? We've noticed these. Then we have to, oh, by the way, just because there's a lot of people that piss me off sometimes. Oh, you never said about Pepe. You never said about Pepe. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Let's quickly go to my YouTube channel here. Give me a second. Let's just go to my YouTube channel right here, real quick, okay? And let's go to community. And let's scroll down. By the way, this is another place you can get me one-on-one. By the way, I did have somebody hire me on my one-on-one. It was actually Lou Ayaser, and he actually booked me. This is his testimonial here. I really appreciate him for doing this. This was 3 days ago. I actually opened it up 3 days ago, and 3 days ago, he hired me. So we had a good time. Anyway, if you scroll down here, go back. You could probably see, this is where I said I just bought some Artify AFI tokens. This was 8 days ago. And then I should have a post about Pepe somewhere here, if I'm not mistaken. You look through here, you'll find it, right? If not, then just go to my videos here. Check out this 100x video here, and if you go back and you look at my my videos that I do, the altcoin forest videos, and my shorts right here, for example, I think it's in this one here, but it's also further back. So this is, it looks like this is the same video. It's not. Look, hidden crypto gems in the altcoin forest. This one I think had Pepe, and there's a few more. But you can actually see me calling these cryptocurrencies. I've done it on videos as well. I think I've done it on a live stream. You know, if you're in the chat and you know this, go ahead, comment. So where were we? Crypto bubbles, which I just turned off just by accident. Let's go back to crypto bubbles. And I'll answer all your questions in just a second. So this is the top 300 right here. I also bought some Bob, by the way, just to see what it does. Look at this. So we have a lot of crypto bubbles. We have a lot of altcoins right now. I'm not even showing you my screen. We have a lot of altcoins right now going up. A lot of them are meme coins. But we can actually see, this is a bonk. What is bonk? I bet you bonk does well. I don't know what bonk is. It's probably going to do well. It's probably going to go up, make you some money, and then it's going to probably burst like the bubble it is, and that's it. But I'm just saying, right? But there's a lot of altcoins that are starting to go green here. And if we go to the top 100 again, and we go to the weekly, you'll see that we have actually had a good week, right? I'm a bit disappointed in Cake because it's one of my biggest holdings when it comes to altcoins. But anyway, doesn't matter. It'll go back up. It went up in general. But generally speaking, we're doing well. Look at this. AI Doge. And Floki Inu as well. I actually hold some Floki Inu. That's pretty cool. Pepe, look at this. 124% in a week. I can't believe, if you didn't listen to me for Pepe Coin, I don't know what you guys are doing. AI Doge, I didn't even see it. I don't even know what this is. This probably came out. I'm not sure if this is new or if it just pumped now, or I don't know. So anyway, so I do see an altcoin season coming. Let's see what it does. Let's answer your questions right now. Hit that like button if you appreciate these videos, by the way. I certainly do, because I like hanging out with you guys. All right, let's have a look here. Where were we? Leverage trading, I just told you the basics using a balloon. Everything you said about the crypto market is proven to be true. Yeah, look, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'm pretty good. For the last few years, I've been getting things right. Very, very few things I got wrong, right? Very few things. And the ones I did get wrong, a while after, we fixed it. For example, we called Sol at $2. It went up to 70. I told you not to sell at 70. I told you it's going to go up even more. Went to 152. I even called 250, right? I even said it can go up to 300. And then I said if the bull market continues, we can hit $1,000. The bull market did not continue, however, so it went back down. But soon after, I told you to take profits. So a lot of things we got right. Hey Paul, Malta is a great place. We were close to become blockchain. Yeah, I know, man. It didn't work out, but I hear a lot of good things about Malta. So maybe think that they'll change their tune again. We do see a lot of positive regulation coming in Europe in general for cryptocurrencies, which is a great thing, which is the opposite of what's going on in the United States of America, by the way. Cypher, you have a lot of experience, and I'm thankful because of you. Thank you very much. Well, a lot of people don't know that I've been in crypto. So a lot of people, you don't understand. A lot of people don't know why I have a lot of experience in cryptocurrency. It's not just that I've been trading and investing since 2017, or prior to that I was a TA and analyst and all that. It's the fact that I've literally been working in the industry. When I say I've been working in the industry, I don't mean as a YouTuber. I was literally working in C-level positions. I was the former marketing director of a fully regulated and licensed crypto exchange. I was on the board of UC with people like PayPal executives and former senates of the United States of America. I was on the board of directors of that, right? I've been working for companies, I've been consulting companies, and when you do that, you're inside the industry. You learn a lot faster. And you learn about things that are important because just the talks in the kitchen, right? And on your break, when you're in the kitchen talking, when you go to dinner, you learn a lot, you get a lot of information. And it speed tracks, it fast tracks your education when it comes to cryptocurrency, and you need to learn a lot of stuff, right? And that with public speaking, working with Tone Vase, doing a lot of stuff like that, you definitely learn a lot. Great demonstrations, says Abu. Thank you. Hey, Abu, what's up, man? Abu actually edits some of my videos, by the way. If you guys need a video editor, if you guys are doing like your own little thing in crypto, or if you're editing videos, if you're a YouTuber, check out Abu Baker, by the way. He's a really good editor. When will mini outs? And Andy is a great YouTube. Andy is a YouTube channel you can check out as well. So check out Abu Baker. When will mini alt season start? We don't know, but we're close. We know we're close. We just don't know when it's going to start, right? So that's all I can tell you. All I can tell you is that we're close. Let me drink some coffee and answer more questions. People that tell you, you've seen this, what happens with larger channels that tell you, oh, mini alt season is here, it's going to start, and it doesn't. And also, that's because they don't know. It's close. You can only say it's close. I think now it's extremely close, but I'm not going to sit there and tell you when it starts because no one knows. And no one, right? It can start tomorrow. It can start tomorrow. Let's see. No one really knows. Can we see an altcoin dip before alt season? Sure, we can always see a dip before alt season. Because in alt dip, we can see a Bitcoin. We never know. These markets are always volatile. They always go up and down. You never know. So a lot of times they're fake, a lot of times there's a reason for that, but basically this is high risk trading at its best. Like this is high risk, high volume, or high volatility. We never know. That's the thing with crypto. A lot of money to be made, a lot of money to be lost. That's the name of the game here. I'm seeing 15 likes. 15 likes and 30 people, and I'm not getting no likes, and it's making me sad. Like this video. Please like this video. Please like this video. I need you to like this video. If you like the video. If you don't like it, don't bother. Okay. Is inflation good for Bitcoin? Apparently, yes. And when I was saying this a while ago, people were making fun of me. When I was saying that the Bitcoin's going to decorrelate from the stock market, and when the banks start falling, Bitcoin's going to go up, people were making fun of me. Apparently, they're not making fun of me anymore. But guess what? They don't like to mention it. They don't like to mention the small channel outcalled them on this, right? So you can see those shows on around the blockchain. You can see my older videos. I think we're going to decorrelate. A lot of people think we're correlated to the stock market, but we're not. We go in and out, right? And we might be short-term influenced by it, obviously, but generally speaking, we get in and out. So even if we were correlated in the most part, we're not going to be forever, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. If a country is printing money, is it good for assets? That depends. When they print okay, here's how it happens. When a country prints assets, and when you say print assets, I assume you mean currency. When they print money, because you don't print assets. There are assets, right? Assets are things like an asset. You mean money, right? So if I'm printing money, that causes inflation, obviously. But it also gives more money to go around. Now, companies, they get this money. People get money, right, in general. Mostly companies, but banks and stuff like that. But it goes to the people as well, somewhat. That means you have a bigger appetite for risk because inflation is going to make the money go down anyway. So you want to invest it. So basically, it's good for stocks, crypto, and high risk and stuff like that. Does that make sense? So that's the basic law. But you need to know when to ignore this and when not to. It's kind of weird. But generally speaking, yes, it's good. Do you think it's a bad sign that meme coins are pumping? No, because we're not at the top of a market. If we were at the top of a market, then yes, this would be when to sell. But the meme coins started pumping without you getting those calls telling you, hey, I want to buy this shitcoin. How do I buy this shitcoin, right? So it's the beginning of a market. So a lot of people are calling the top because of meme coins pumping. I think they are wrong. It's actually the beginning of a possible potential alt season. Does that make sense? So while people are calling bearish because of this, no, it starts like this, right? And then when you get to the top and then they start pumping again at the top of the market, that's when it's bearish. Does that make sense? CDT check dot please. So why? Check, I don't know what check dot or CDT is. I know what dot is. I don't know what check dot is. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very helpful. By the way, if you want to check out price analysis, watch my video on my channel with Gareth Soloway. You can check it here. If you go to the Crypto Factor YouTube channel and you just go to videos, right here, Gareth Soloway, Bitcoin Deep Dive, we go into it. Make sure you watch The Secret System to Win Big in Cryptocurrency, by the way. And make sure you watch this video right here, Hidden Altcoin Gems That Can Explode. Okay? I also suggest you watch this one. Well, actually, I suggest you watch all my videos. I suggest you watch all my videos through. Hi, Paul. Do you believe Bitcoin halving in 2024 is the start of another? Yes. So far, history shows that every halving leading towards the halving, and after the halving, Bitcoin goes up and altcoins go with it. Now, you have to understand that this has been happening ever since inception. So if we take history and we follow it, yes, that's what's going to happen. Now, here's the mistake everybody's making. Everybody thinks Bitcoin halving will happen, everything will pump the next day. No, it's going to trick us. The halving will happen, maybe we dump a little bit, okay? And then months after, that's when we're going to see Bitcoin going crazy and altcoins following, and then altcoins overtaking Bitcoin, and then we go for 25 top, quite possibly. Most people will get it wrong, okay? It's after that halving, we'll have that massive pump, but a lot of people are going to lose money taking leverage, and it's going to be a sell the news event or something around. It's never on the day. Now, could it be on the day this time to trick everyone? Maybe. But usually, no, it's not, okay? Just keep that in mind. Altcoin season after halving. Usually, yes, there is also another altcoin season after it. Great works, Pearl. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome, Crypto was. Thanks for the shout out, Paul. Got more content coming on my channel. I'm digging deep. Awesome, man. Awesome. By the way, again, if you want to work one-on-one with me, okay, it's now available. I don't know how long it's going to be available for, okay? You can do that. You can go to this video right here and just click the link underneath. You can go to my website, right? And you just go to hire me and just click this one-on-one right here. This one-on-one coaching. Forget about the rest. That's all for companies. There's one-on-one coaching right here. Or just go to cryptomarketingcoach.com. And I'm not even showing you my screen. So again, you can go to my website, go to hire me right here and click this one-on-one coaching right here. The rest of the companies only. Or you can go to this video or any other video, but this video specifically, click the link underneath, or cryptomarketingcoach.com, which is this one right here, where you can hire me here. Okay? Very simple. If you want to work with me one-on-one, if you want to meet me one-on-one, that's the way to do it. Hey, Paul, Atom or Dot? Dot, do you think is a sleeping giant? I think Atom's going to do well. I don't know about Dot. Dot, it used to be the hype on there. Right now, I'm not sure what's going up. I was telling you last year, if you remember, I was saying a lot of cryptocurrencies have great tech. They work, but nobody needs them anymore. They becomes obsolete. Utility becomes obsolete. I'm not sure if Dot is one of those yet. I like Dot. I think it will do well, but I'm not sure just yet. Happy birthday to your girlfriend. May God bless both of you. Thank you very much. She's 30 years old now. She's getting old. She's getting old. I'm 45, so I make fun of her. I'm calling her a granny. X11 versus XRP. They're both great cryptocurrencies, but I think XRP will pump first on hype if they win the SEC case, right? I don't think it's going to go up as much as people think it is. I made multiple videos about XRP. It's just not going to go to those numbers they're talking about, but it's going to do well. Price prediction of altcoin started. Sha, I'm not going to sit here talking about price prediction of every single altcoin that's coming out, man. That's not going to happen, dude. That's impossible. Hello from France. Crypto market is quiet, too quiet. Sharif Demars, I think you are right. It's too quiet. But greed is taking over and people are making money on meme coins. And I've been talking about meme coins and making money on meme coins for a while. So, you can still make money. Would BRICS affect the crypto market? Luai, hey Luai, what's up, man? Probably yes. Probably it would affect the crypto market, but I think in a positive way. Because the more there is uncertainty, but the more you see a gold-backed currency, something that is worth, people see this, the more they'll get into Bitcoin because of the narrative, but also of the uncertainty of another competing currency could also get them into Bitcoin, including gold, of course. So generally speaking, all this turmoil is good for Bitcoin. Now, is it good for crypto? Crypto will follow Bitcoin in the most part, but maybe at some point that gets uncorrelated as well. But for right now, yes, it is good generally. Any scenario is good right now, almost, for Bitcoin, by the way. Hi from Scotland. You are looking healthy today. Thank you for insights. Thank you very much, Ken. I really appreciate you, man. Jasmine, what about it? I haven't looked at it. I don't know, Jasmine. 45. You not looks like 45. Yeah, I know. That's why I make fun of my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm 45 and I'm younger than you. You should have seen me before I got cancer. I looked better. I had hair. Cardano going to $7. Quite possible going to $4 to $7 in the bull market, yes. Is gold going to $1,000? I think gold's going to $3,000, maybe even $3,000 to $5,000. If it does go to $1,000, I'm buying the shit out of gold. I'm telling you right now, that would be the opportunity of a lifetime. It really would. I think it's going to go up. I have a lot of top 50 coins from last bull run. Are there any you would get rid of specifically? Listen, Ken, most cryptocurrencies in the top 50 are good, but they're not going to see their all-time highs, or even if they do, they're not going to perform as well as last time, unless you're talking about Ethereum and a couple of more, like Matic, maybe a few more. Every cycle, you see new coins going to the top, new narratives, new things coming up. I think AI will be a huge narrative this time. I've been talking about that for a year. So essentially speaking, a lot will do well, but there are other cryptocurrencies that are going to do better. Now, the trick is to, as we're moving forward, to start taking portions of those, putting them into cryptocurrencies that will perform well, so you can diversify even more. And I know that's a bit counterproductive because you have too many, but that might be a way to make money. Now, a few will take off, a few won't take off, but as a venture capitalist approach, you'll make more than you lose. Does that make sense? Well, the ones I said to get rid of specifically, we already mentioned those, right? Like now it's a bit late, so. Sup Ken, I'm Edinburgh. Awesome. What is your biggest bag? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is my biggest bag and always will be. Hey Abu, I'm in Edinburgh. Okay, little bromance going on there. So. Will Engine Coin be useful? Well, I think Engine Coin was pretty good, but it missed its mark. It had a lot of hype and it missed it. I don't know if they can make a comeback. Let's see. They do have a tag. They have everything. They lacked marketing, and I'm afraid they missed that, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that, man. How come there are such respected YouTubers that say XRP is great crypto, but other respected YouTubers like Blockchain Boy says XRP will do it nothing? Because the answer is in between. Let me explain. Okay. XRP is great, okay? The issue with XRP is people are getting it wrong. How can I put this? Okay. The people that are saying it's going to do great and are bullish are basing it off of facts that are ridiculous. Okay, they say, I remember when they were saying, and they're still saying this, by the way, that it will replace SWIFT, and that's why it's going to go to $10,000. That's complete horseshit. If you have any education whatsoever, you know SWIFT is a messaging system. It's a messaging system. XRP won't upgrade SWIFT because ISO 20022 is literally an upgrade for SWIFT, and it was made or created the concept of it in 2004. And the only thing it means is more messages and more data in that message. So if you think sending messages has that kind of value, it doesn't. Now, will XRP be used for cross-border payments? Sure, they will. But even if it takes over SWIFT, guess what? Not all countries use SWIFT. First of all, it's for international payments. So you don't use SWIFT within America. Second of all, if you're going to use SWIFT, you have to understand that a lot of countries don't use SWIFT anymore, especially with the sanctions from the US. I mean, what? They stopped Russia's SWIFT system. So now they're going for different ways of doing that, but they're making their own stuff. So crypto XRP is a use case, but its goal is extremely big, right? And it's going to take time to reach there. Now, a lot of people were saying they don't care about the states. If it becomes a security, who cares? No, they do care. They do care. If it becomes a security, then it's not going to work because you can't have cross-border payments or new SWIFT system, so to speak, without America. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why? Right? So, generally speaking, XRP can be used, but it still needs to sell. Now, all these partnerships you hear, there are partnerships, but they're proof of concept partnerships, most of them, even the Bank of England one. And what that is Ripple Labs paying a bank to use the product as a proof of concept, which is kind of like a testimonial, right, for a website. I'm simplifying shit right now, but that's what it is. It's great. It's great marketing. It's great for adoption. It's a good move. It's a correct move, but it's not what you think it means. People are reading into this wrong. And them saying this becomes the reserve currency of the world, so it'll become $10,000 is also complete horseshit. We already had a reserve currency of the world. It was called the dollar. It's worth $1. Right? So it doesn't make sense, okay? And also this thing that they're saying that the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, said that XRP needs to be $10,000 for it to work. That's complete crap. He said that XRP would work even if it goes to $10,000 because of the drip system, because of the drips, so it will work with transfers and stuff like that. So people are getting the wrong idea of it. Now, most of them are moon boys. This is going to go to 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 25,000. That's all horse shit. So then there's other YouTubers that say we'll do nothing, then it's a nothing burger. Okay, now those are the complete pessimists. They just don't like XRP. They think it's centralized, which it is, and it needs to be centralized for it to work, by the way, in this case. And I'll give you the best example for that. If it's not centralized, you can't use it. Because if you're going to send money to a sanctioned country like Russia, you're not going to be able to if it's working with banks and stuff like that, because that will be counterproductive. So it has to be centralized. It doesn't work that way. That's why they use Bitcoin for these things. Okay? So essentially, the narrative for it to go up is overblown. Now, the narrative for it not to go up is also overblown because they're too pessimistic or they don't like XRP. So I do think XRP, if they win the SEC case, it's going to have a spike up, probably calm down, then keep on going up. And then over time, if they don't start dumping on their investors like they used to do, because they used to do this, people forget about this, right? Then if it breaks its all-time highs, it can generally go to $4 to $7, maybe even 10 in a hyper bull market with all the hype there. But that's about it. At least for this bull run, maybe the next one, that's about it. It's not going to go any higher than that. So the truth is in the middle. That's still great gains, but people are overblowing each side, and that is the problem with XRP. And all this crap, buy XRP or you'll miss the ride, or the exchange is gonna put it back in one day, it takes one click. No, it doesn't. I know. I was a marketing director of a fully regulated and licensed exchange. There's a bit more to it than that. Also, that doesn't justify it going up that much. Now, will it act like a meme coin? Yes, but that means it's gonna come back down. So you have to be logical when it comes to investing, and you have to know the right type of information. Otherwise, you're going to be lied to, you're going to be wrong, you're going to take the wrong side of the story, and you're basically going to get wrecked. And that's the problem with XRP and most cryptocurrencies, by the way, in the space. That's the issue with it. So I've never had a problem with XRP. I used to make fun of them with the XRP voice and everything because it was funny. But I never had a problem with them. They just attacked me because I said it's not going to go to $10,000, and I gave a pretty good normal price. Does that make sense? CC1, my man, and a member of the channel. Hey, how are you, man? Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, man. All right, let's have a look here. What's my biggest bag? Bitcoin. Where are we? Small, blah, blah, blah. Biggest altcoin bag apart from Ethereum. Matic right now. Polygon. Thoughts on Ergo? I have no thoughts on Ergo because I haven't really looked into it. Why Sandbox is lagging because mana has pumped? Well, that's what's going on. Look, let me tell you something. When companies start getting back into Metaverse and Sand, and they will, because they just the fact that they get promo out of this is something that's worth doing. When they start getting back and making news articles about them working with the Metaverse, Sand or Mana, which are the two biggest ones, maybe there'll be some other plays, companies will have to get involved in both of them to keep up with the narrative. Why? Because if Nike gets into, for example, Sand or Decentraland, which a lot of big companies like this have, Other companies have to do the same because of the risk-reward ratio and the opportunity cost in marketing. Because if they don't and it goes up and it takes off, then guess what? They're in a loss. If they don't and it doesn't go up that much, they still got more press. So putting a few $1 million in there, whether it goes up or not, it's good. They have to on a competitive point of view. Now, a lot of companies will announce this, and another company will announce this, and more announces, and that's how it's going to pump. That's why these two cryptocurrencies are going to pump. Does that make sense? So once that narrative comes back, they will both pump. Now, sometimes one will pump, sometimes the other will pump as news comes out, and so on. Now, inevitably, maybe one will work better than the other one in the long run, but we don't know which one. That's why we bet on both of them. And at least that's my opinion. Hit the like button if you agree, by the way, or if you at least understand my thoughts. Yeah? Represent North London, Paul. What's up, Holmes? Yeah, I was actually born in North London, my man. I was actually born in North London. In the Q1, XRP sold 2 million tokens. Yep. Is printing money good for business assets? I answered that earlier on, Shai. I answered that earlier on. Yes, because more people get into assets with money prints because they get more money and they want to put it into assets. Poor people spend their money. Rich people put them into assets. What do you think of the World Economic Forum? I don't like it, Mike. I don't like it. I don't like the way it's going. I made a video against it. I think my channel got throttled since. But I talked against it in a couple of videos. Against it as in, not against it 100%, but like explaining the dangers of it, so to speak. There's also a lot of good, or what seems to be good, coming out of it. But generally speaking, too much control is not a good thing. Both in a biblical term, but also in a control term. Should I sell my Cardano and put it all into Polygon? Well, that would be a bit rash. Because what if Cardano pumps out? Because we don't know, because Cardano might do well. You could take some of it into Polygon if you don't have any Polygon. That would make sense, diversifying your portfolio a little bit. I'm pretty new to crypto. How can I buy Pepe in the US? Okay, let me show you what you do here. Anybody from the US, or in general, anybody that whenever you want to buy something, okay? Let's say you want to buy Pepe coin. You go to Google here, and excuse me if any porn comes up here, okay? And you put Pepe coin, okay? And you go to, you push enter, and you'll see Pepe coin here, and basically you will see one saying coin market cap. You're gonna click that. And once you click that, you'll see if it's the right Pepe. It is. And what you're going to do, and look at this, it's just going up like I told you it will. You go down here, this is the chart. You see the chart? Now here, it says overview. Right next to it, it's markets. If you click markets here, these are the places you can actually buy it. Uniswap, which is decentralized exchange, Uniswap 3, so on, Huobi. And you just go down here, and you can, PancakeSwap is also decentralized. And you just click the exchange you can get into. Now, if you can't get into an exchange, you can use a decentralized exchange. Now, if you can't use a decentralized exchange, what you do is you go to my channel right here, you scroll down, look, can't buy crypto with the American flag, where to buy altcoins in the US that you can't normally buy. Check this video out, okay? That's the best thing you can do, man. Bitcoin monthly candle looks bearish, Paul. No, it doesn't. I don't know where you're getting this. I disagree. Why does it look bearish? Let me have a look here. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, by the way. Ugh. Why can't you see me? Give me a second. Why can't you see my... Ah! It stopped working. Okay, 1 second. Let me do this manually. What's going on? I think my computer froze, guys. Okay, give me a second. It should start working again. Just give me a second. Let it unfreeze. I got too many tabs open. I guess my computer just went haywire. It does that sometimes. In any second now, it's going to start working again. I'm not sure if you can see me. I'm not sure you can hear me, but everything just stopped, okay? Everything just froze. Give me a second. It should unfreeze. But generally speaking, no, it does not look bearish. I don't know who you're listening to or where you're getting this information from. I don't see it looking bearish. I'll check it now if my computer unfreezes, but it does not look bearish. Let me drink some water while this takes some time to unfreeze. Okay, it unfroze. All right. So this is a line chart here, okay? This is a line chart. Why does this monthly chart look bullish, bearish to you? Let me put the candles on. Why is this candle bearish? I don't know who you're listening to, but like seriously speaking. Hey Paul, Pepe is from the comic book called Boys Club. He has 3 friends on the book. Maybe you meme coin to pump. There are names Andy, Brett, Land. Huh. That's actually pretty cool, Nay. I didn't know that. Andy, Brett, Landwolf, and Pepe. I'm gonna check that out. I want to check that out to see what you're, because I didn't know that actually. And I don't know if it's gonna do the same because it's not the same creators that will probably put out the meme coin. But let's see. That's interesting. Steve Dawson, my man, how are you? I remember the name. I don't remember specifically why though. KLM, thank you. You're very welcome. Hania, hi, late today. It's okay, we love you. Mike Aliperti, even though you show how to buy certain cryptos in the US, I still have issues buying certain cryptos because I live in New York. Dude, like, do you want me to spell it out for you? I can't give you illegal advice on how to, like, buy in New York. I'll get my channel banned, dude. Shah says it's working. It's working now, yeah. Or at least my computer is. Pepe killing 1-0 tonight. Yup. Time to take profit soon. Probably. But keep a bag on the side just in case. Depending on when you bought, okay? Your audio sounds awesome. What's your mic? This is the NTG. Okay. I can't remember what mic this is called. Let me have a look real quick and I'll find it for you though. I actually have whatchamacallit. What's it called, man? Give me 1 second. What's that website called where I have all my stuff and I talk about it? I can't, I don't. This is the problem when you don't show your stuff. Like you forget what to use. Anyway, it's called the. It's a road. Give me a second. Let me just find it for you. I know it's an NTG, but it's a specific type of NTG. Give me a second. All right, so it's not that one. Okay, it's the Video Mic NTG. Now, the cool thing about the Video Mic NTG is that no matter where you plug it into, it auto detects what you plugged into and it works. So it can work on a mobile phone, it can work on a desktop, it can work on your camera, it can work anywhere. And what I have is I have it in my desktop and I have it right in front of me right here. So you can't see it, but it's right here. Okay, and basically I have this distance, but it sounds pretty good. I really love this microphone, by the way. It's really awesome. And the camera I'm using a Sony ZV-E10. I used to be a Canon guy, but I turned to Sony, and I haven't regretted it since. Yeah, you could see me, thank you, but the problem was I couldn't, everything paused and everything froze on my computer. I couldn't click anything, it just stopped, and I didn't know what was going on. You drank water like I used to jug beer in college, yeah. Land moved to 10x today. Oh, so it's already out, Nay? Okay. No, that is not a monthly candle. Please switch to Binance charts. Really, you're gonna make me do this right now? Sure. Shah, you've been saying it's bearish for like a while, and so I've been saying I'm bullish and it's been going up. Why can't you just take my word for it? Let me see this. If my computer freezes again, I'm gonna get mad. Now it's freezing again. For fuck's sake. Shah, send me a link. Put a link in the chat with whatever you want me to look at. Hey bro, I hope you're doing well. Keep shining, man. Yeah, it's the head. It's the head. It's bald, so it shines. It's light. I can see my reflection in your head. How about if I sell all my Doge and buy sand of mana? And what happens when Doge pumps? Like, guys, this is why I've done videos on how to set up your portfolios and make your portfolios. Switching from one coin to another is not really the best you could do when it comes to cryptocurrency. There's different strategies you can do, so you can get into other cryptocurrencies. You can reallocate. But usually when you change from one to another, that's when the other one pumps, right? So that can never be a good idea. Shah, send me that link, man. Do you have time? But Shah, seriously, man, you have so many questions. Like all my videos, I have like 100 questions underneath them from you. I don't understand why you don't just hire me from one-to-one, man. Seriously speaking. And it's not a problem, but like I've never had anybody ask me so many questions on my videos. Every single video is like questions. I try to answer them all because I'm a nice guy, but sometimes it's just like I'm going through my comments. It's like question and question and question and question. You have no idea how much time it takes me to go through all these questions, guys. It's okay if I'm live, it's fine, but like there's only so much I can do like for free. You know what I mean? And everything is free, but like you know what I mean. Hey bro, I hope you're doing well. Keep shining. Oh yeah, I already read that. How about if I sell? Okay, did that. Is it true that bald people still use shampoo conditioner to keep your head shining? Yes, but you know what happens if you shave your head? When you actually shave your head, you actually use shaving cream. So as you're doing that, it just makes it shinier, right? And then if you want to put cream on after, that makes it even shinier. Now I didn't do it today, but generally speaking, yes, it's actually weird. And you know what? When you're bald, a lot of people say, oh, at least you don't have to get a haircut. Bullshit. You have to do it all the time. Otherwise, you start getting like hair around here and less hair on top, and you look like, I don't know, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. Shah's laughing. Even the emojis are bald. You know why the emojis are bald? Because bald people are better. Anyway, thank you very much. Hit that like button. I really appreciate all of you. If you have any more questions, get them in the chat right now so I can answer them. If not, then if you enjoyed this show, if you had a good time, please subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the next show. I'm not seeing any more questions. I love all of you, so I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.